What it is, homies. See if we can bang it out right quick. Make it happen, work some out. Like we so apt to do around this mug. See if the homie gonna slide on in. We're trying to live, man. We're trying to live our lives. That's all. That's all we're doing, homies. Trying to see how to get to this money, man. That's what we're doing. That's all we want to do, man. Get homies a few minutes, slide up in here, man. Talleyrand, what up, TTG? No doubt, bro. Ah, man. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Appreciate you checking in, though, bro. Fist is in the building. What up, Fist? GB, what up, homie? Okay, no doubt, bro. I appreciate it, homie. Appreciate it. Yo, you can hear me loud and clear out there, man. Go ahead and put a one in the chat for me, man. Using my whole mic again, man. We're gonna go ahead and rock it out, man. DeRay Vicious, what's good, homie? Okay, bet. Let's get ready to rock this thing out, man. We're gonna get the homies a few more minutes to get in here, man. I know homies might be having to make a few concessions, you know what I'm saying? It's that time of day where everybody at work, man. I actually got another client at 1 myself, man, so I had to come on in. Mario Hill, what's good? Don Bossolini, what up, homie? So I got a little bit, I got signed for 1,000, man. What I started to do, man, I started to look into franchises, but then I thought about it, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, homies. I started a franchise. Um, the Pain and Sip, man, is a franchise. Believe me, brother, you don't want those troubles. So I went in, man, and I researched things that you can start just as an independent contractor. You can just start these businesses. Sometimes you may have to get a license or some liability insurance or something like that, but everything's going to be under 1,000. So what I did is the majority of this list is going to be things you can do for under $1,000. I do have a few, about 6 that you can do for under $2,000 if you want to, go a little bit higher than 1,000. But I also have some that you can do for under 500. But we'll start with the 1,000 because I think that's a pretty round number. James R, what's good? Sharif Ookdah, the homie is in the building. What's up, King? So we'll get the homies a few more minutes to get in here, man. I came on at 11. I want to get the homies by 10 to get in. Yeah, Bandcamp is a heck of a platform for it, man. I agree with you. Heck of a platform for music, man. All right. Appreciate y'all homies coming through, man. Figuring out a way to tune in, figuring out a way to check in. I know it's early in the daytime, man. You know what I'm saying? The majority at at work, man, doing what they do. I am Solomon. What's good, bro? Yeah, no, long time, bro. Good to see you back up in the joint with us, man. Appreciate you coming through, bro. Now, the first thing I would suggest, man, is that whatever you do at your job, research and see if you could turn that into something you can do on your own. You know what I'm saying? Even if you just do it on the weekends. Now, granted, it may be a little tough to, you know, do what you do 5 days a week on the other 2 days or on the other one day. Because I still, I still believe, man, you take a day, you honor the Most High, man, take that Sabbath day and don't do no work in it. But whatever free time you have, man, you go ahead, man, try to see if you can transition that into your business opportunity because you already have experience in it. It's already what you do. You already know some people. You already know the kind of people who want the service. You know there are several things you already know about it. So it's kind of like when I see guys who work for the city and I see them out there doing whatever they're doing, whatever they're fixing, whatever they're digging, whatever they're repairing. When I see them on the side of the road cutting grass, when I see them, I be like, man, I know y'all ain't making no money working for the city, not one of these cities. So what you're doing right now, what they're paying you for 40 hours a week, man, you can make that in 2 days on your own. That's my thing. There is no stability in a place where there is no growth. Stability is about growth. That's why you want a stable environment. When you're trying to grow plants, so you're trying to grow food for yourself, you need stable soil, you need a stable atmosphere, you need stable weather patterns. You can't grow things if one day is hot and the next day it's a blizzard. You can't do it. You need stability. So if there is no growth, there is no stability. I know people, man, who work a bull crap job, man, that ain't never paid them nothing. Man, listen, let me tell you something. In the state of Mississippi, if you work for the state, man, I think it was maybe 6, 7 years ago, they finally gave everybody a raise on the state level if you work for the state. Man, it had been like 25 years since they got a raise before that, bro. 25 years. And they don't do raises in the state of Mississippi. They don't do raises by organization or by company or by business. If you're a state employee on any level, state hospital, prison, any of those things, you get your raises all together at a certain time. So they had gone like 25 years without a raise, bro. And there were people still talking about, but I got good benefits. No, you ain't got no benefits. If you ain't getting no more money, you ain't got no benefits. What's your benefit? Yeah, you're going to need health insurance, man. You keep grinding like that and ain't making no money. The struggle you're going to have in your life, for sure. So I say, man, without growth, there is no stability. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get into this thing, man. So I wanted to start with some things, man, that some cats may have or may already be doing part-time or, some skills that you have that nobody knows you have because you never have a chance to exercise them, but you're sitting at the crib doing these things in your free time. What I say is turn the things that you love to do in your free time into some paper. Rob Cruz is in the building. Lit Life. What up, homie? Jack Carbon, the homie, is in the building. What's good, bro? So I say this. These are things that you can do for under $1,000. I think they're great. And there may be some others that you guys can add to the list. If you think of some you can add to the list, man, go ahead and put them in the chat, share them with the homies. And, if they're not on my list, man, I'll go ahead, man, and speak on some of those as well. Now, some of these are going to be things that you may or may not enjoy doing, but some of these things are things you already do for yourself. So don't look at it from an offense. Don't get offended by the things and feel like you need to defend your manhood against them. Man, these are ways people make money, period. So let's go. Let's check it out. Number one, this is a big one, and you probably never even thought about this one. As real, what's good, bro? I got 15 watching right now, man. I got 4 likes, homies. 4 likes, homies. 4. I'm talking about 4, homies. Go and hit the thumbs up button for me while you're in here chilling, man. Only take a fraction of a second. A professional organizer. This is simple. You ever been to somebody's house, man, and they got crap all over their garage? Do you know that to come in and organize that, you could charge people $25 an hour or more? The median rate for coming in and organizing somebody's garage for them is $25. If you want to go further than that, man, the organization, it goes, they got a storage somewhere where they got stuff at. They want to organize $25 an hour. It's not about what you're organizing. It's about the fact that you're organizing. People love organization, but most people are messy. Most people keep piling things up until they ain't got no space to put in there no more, so it looks a mess. Let me tell you something, man. You go in somebody's crib, man, you stay in there 5 hours, man. You go in there, all you're doing is organize stuff at your own pace. And how can you lose, man? How can you lose? Tell me this. If you've been making $25 an hour ever since you started working, at least $25 an hour ever since you started working, put a 1 in the chat. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's not like everywhere you go, everything you do, you're making 25 hour or better. If everybody in here say they make 25 hour, man, somebody in here lying. I'm not saying no one is, but not everyone. I can guarantee you not everyone is. So, man, there are people with degrees who don't make $25 an hour. There are people with master's degrees who don't make $25 an hour, man. You know what I'm saying? The minimum wage in most states, I think California went up to 10, but the minimum wage is like what, man, seven something? Seven something. So if you're making $20 an hour, man, you damn near you tripling up the minimum wage almost. But who's making 25 and been making 25 ever since they started? Not many. So you go in, man. Let's say some cats got a fish camp somewhere where they go out there, they got a camp out where they fish at, or a hunt camp. Man, you can organize anything. Everything is go in somebody's house and organize the kitchen, organize the pantries, 25 bucks. And you can charge for this, and word spreads because their friends know that they had a mess. And when they see it, like, man, who did this? You did this? Nah, I hired BOA. You know, he came in. He didn't have a crew. Now he did it by himself. What you have his number? Yeah, there's his card is on the refrigerator. Bam. There you go. You got another Saturday that you can spend doing 5 hours. Man, peep game, bro. If you spend, let's say you take a Friday and a Saturday, 5 hours on Friday, 5 hours on Saturday, 25 pop. Man, that 250 you just made for 5 hours of your time doing something that you already enjoy doing because your crib is immaculate. You've been organized since you were a kid. You know what I'm saying? Your room was always clean when you were a kid. Everything you do, man, people call you OC. They say you're suffering from OCD, but you're not, man. You just clean and like organization. All right. So freelance photographer. This is something that I do in my spare time sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like I take pictures because I have a camera and I want them to look good. So I figure out how to use my camera. I figure out how to adjust my settings, my shutter speed, my aperture. You know, I figure out how to adjust all of these things. And before you know it, man, I got some great pictures. I'm putting them up online and people don't understand that, hey man, this cat took these pictures. And like great photos. Before you know it, somebody's DMing me, man, saying, you know, them and their girlfriend, man, they want to take pictures, but they don't want to go to the mall and take those crappy pictures in the middle of the mall. So I meet them at a lake somewhere, man, shoot pictures of them, man, bam, $25 an hour. It take 2 hours. I go out there and shoot pictures which I was going to go out there at that lake and do anyway, because it's beautiful scenery. I was going to shoot it anyway. But now I get to go out there and shoot with the background, with the backdrop, create some photos with a camera that I already got. 2 hours, bam, 50 bucks right there. You start doing that, people are always looking to have photos made, man. Always. And I'm gonna tell you, people are happy. Don't look at where everybody got an iPhone so they can take great pictures. The phones created these cameras because that's how much the demand is for photography. But nobody wants to be a photographer. Nobody wants to shoot other people. So, man, that is a great one. And I myself make money doing that one. The median charge for that, man, is 25 an hour. The median. You could go higher than that depending on where you are. If you're in New York, shit, man, you might be able to charge people $56 an hour, man, for photography. Quality photography with the same camera. The thing is, my DSLR camera is the same camera that a professional photographer is going to lose. And by the way, a professional is defined as someone who makes the majority of their income from a particular skill. An expert is someone who has 10,000 hours or more. I've got 10,000 hours or more as a photographer. What is it in your life that you have 10,000 hours or more doing? Capitalize on that, man. Sell yourself. You're your business. You're your product. You're your commodity. You're the thing that you have that you know better than everyone else. What is that skill you have, man? What is that thing you've been doing since you were young? So this is another one right here, man. This is something else that I make that I don't do now, but I've made money doing this. A copy editor. If you like to read, then you probably write well as well. You probably understand the English vernacular. So when you see a pamphlet about a business or about travel, or you see the yellow pages, or you see an ad, you see some coupons or an ad for a business or a restaurant, all of these things never go to press without a copy editor. Someone always looks over these things before they go to press to correct anything, to maybe change a word here and there to give more effect. All you're pretty much doing is proofreading. That's all a copy editor is. You're a proofreader and you correct things when you feel like a better word can be put in. The average median charge for that, man, is $22 an hour. man, you could be sitting in front of, depending on what it is, man, you could be sitting in front of a stack of pamphlets, man, for 8 hours, man. You know what I'm saying? 8 hours, these people paying you 20, at least 22 an hour. Let's say you're charging 30. You sit in front of for 8 hours, man. You charge them $30 an hour, man, for 8 hours, man. Let's be realistic, bro. It starts to turn into what everything you do is making you a couple of $300 every day. Like, this is the thing. If you're making $300 every day, you're working 6 days a week. That's 1,800 a week. That's 3,600 every 2 weeks. That's 7,200 a month. Put a one in the chat right now if you bring it home 7,200 a month or better. Well, you might not want to share your money with us like that, man. But if you do, just, and I'll tell you what, put in the chat if whether you make it or not now. Put in the chat if $7,200 a month would be enough for you to live the life that you live right now, or even upgrade your life. Yeah, yeah. You know what, James R. Man, I get all my used equipment from B&H. You know what I'm saying? I prefer to buy photography equipment used. You know what I'm saying? Because people who buy photography equipment, they take care of it. When you invest in a hobby, you take care of it. You find a guy who likes to fish and he's got a great boat. You know what I'm saying? He's got great fishing rods. He's got top quality reels. He's got top quality rods, and he doesn't mind going to spend a little money on them. You find a guy who's really, really, really into hunting. He's got a great gun safe. He's got some great guns. He's got top quality ammo. He's got the very best hunting gear. His tree stand is top notch. You have to understand, when people invest in hobbies, they spend money because everything about a hobby is quality. You can't get a bad DSLR camera because people who you can't make no money if you're selling bad equipment. So that's a great point, bro. Great point. So when you think about that, man, you have to look. See, that's why I don't like the whole thing of trying to break things down to an hourly rate. Because if you break things down to an hourly rate, it keeps you from adding the money up over a month. What you do, however your bills come, that's how you add your money up. Because technically speaking, yeah, you want your money, but you don't need your money until it's time to pay your bills. So how often do your bills come? If they come once a month, if everything comes once a month, like most people, bam, see how much income you can make in a month doing something. And a copy editor, man, that is easy sit at home work. I think every man, unless you just enjoy doing things that are done outside, I think every man should be trying to figure out how he can spend more time in the domain, in the domicile that he's made his alpha retreat. So yes, man, who says that that's slave thinking, man, to think you got to get up and go somewhere and work hard. Man, that's slave thinking. You know what I'm saying? We got to get up and go out here at 6 o'clock before master come out cracking that whip. Man, bro, we ain't thinking about that. We trying to do the thing that makes the most money with the least amount of work. I'm not a man who feels like you got to go out there and work hard and do back-breaking work and you know, do something. Man, I'm talking about, man, getting to the money, period. Getting to the money and living life, homie. So, you know, it's the thing, man. When you think about it, bro, you don't have to be rich to live well. Think about this. We be talking about millions, man. Want to be millionaires and all that. Man, if you're making 10,000 a month, 10,000 a month, you mean tell me, man, you can't live the life you want to live, man? Bring home 10 G's a month. I'm talking about bring home 10 G's a month, man. You can't live the life you want to live off that. All that is 120,000 a year. You can live a good life way before you get to millions. But the thing is, we get into that mindset and we start feeling like if we don't make millions, then we might as well just keep on doing what we're doing then, because either you're a millionaire or you're just a worker. No, bro, living life well comes way before you get to millionaire status. Way before. I promise you, if you were making $500,000 a year, if you bring home $500,000 a year, you wouldn't feel no different than a millionaire. Period. The only difference is he might have a little bit more money invested in things because he's making a couple of 100,000 more. I mean, you know, $500,000 more. But other than that, once you get to that level, man, your life is good. So I'm saying, let's start at the level where life starts getting good. We were just talking about 7,000, man, even 6,000. Let's say if it costs you, period. Well, 6,000, we're getting a little low at that point. But let's say if it's costing you 2,000 a month, all your household expenses cost you 2,000 a month. That's everything, all inclusive. 2,000 a month, you ain't got no more bills to pay at all. Unless you pay child support or some shit like that. But you ain't got no more bills to pay, man. If you make 6,000 a month, bro, that's leaving you 4 racks a month. Like 4 racks a month is enough to buy, to have some fun with and invest some money in something. This is just about building revenue. See, this is the thing about wealth. You don't come into wealth, you build wealth. Now, wealth can be left to you, but somebody had to build that wealth from a certain point. And this is that point, brothers. So now this is one, man. I know some of y'all gonna be like, man, that sounds like female work, man. But I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. You're your own fashion stylist now. I'm not saying you telling women how to wear dresses or telling what stockings look better. Men like to look fly too. When you're going somewhere, when you're going to a big event, when you're going, especially if you live in somewhere like New York, California, Miami, Houston, places where things are constantly going on and different entertainers and people want to look good so they can mingle in with the paid folks, man. Fashion stylist, personal stylist, homie. All you doing, man, is telling homies how to put they joint together, man, so they can look fly. Period. That's all you doing. Man, let me tell you something, bro. Man, you can make $40 an hour. You can charge $40 an hour, man, for helping someone style these joints. You ain't going out buying then. You ain't doing that. All you doing, man, is helping somebody style their joints. You know what I'm saying? You style the right person. You already making $40 an hour. You style the right person, and they're at the right event, and somebody sees them. Before you know it, man, you got a different clientele, man, that blows through the roof. Now instead of getting $40 an hour, man, you get 200 an hour just to show people, man, how to look fly. You know what I'm saying? These people got a little money. They already buying the gear. They just don't know how to look fly. So they hit you up and say, look, man, I got an event. It's a black tie event, but I don't do bow ties and tuxedos and all that. I need you to put something together for me. Bam. You put it together. It takes you 3 hours to put it together. 3 hours of just telling somebody what to wear. You just made $120, man, just for telling somebody what to wear. I mean, you could be sitting at home in your boxers and a wife beater and make $120. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro, it is easy to figure out a way to make money because other people are making it all the time. There is no one you see on TV who doesn't have a stylist, male or female. No one. And they started having stylists way before they got on TV. Image is just about styling, man. And there is money out there on a lower level. Man, people will pay you to get them ready for a conference they got to go to. You know, they will get you ready for a business luncheon, a business dinner, a company party. People will pay for a lot of things, brothers. I'm telling you, man, everything that's done is a chargeable service. And that's real talk. So that's one thing. Another thing, this is a big one. If you are bilingual, you can be a translator. I think all of us should be bilingual. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not. All of us should, in America, all of us should at least have Spanish as a second language. All of us should at least have Spanish as a second language because there are more Spanish speaking people in America than any other language except English. And and it's catching up to English because there are so many people who are bilingual. There are so many Americans who are now bilingual and they speak Spanish. If you can do that, man, you can translate. Translators anywhere, man. Translators, man, you can charge anywhere from $20 an hour and up. Now that's less than the 40 that we just talked about. But all you're doing is telling this person what that person is saying. Or all you're doing is telling this person what this means that they're reading. If they can't speak English, you're translating English into Spanish. If they can't speak Spanish, you're translating Spanish into English. That's all you're doing, homie. You can do that, man, without any effort. You know what I'm saying? You can go to the gym, come do that, and go back to the gym if you want to. What I'm trying to do, man, is create opportunities for us to make money without having to work for every hour we create money. We're wasting our lives away going to work every day. You go to work for 8 hours, your day is gone. You do that 5 days a week. That's why we always talking about thank God it's Friday. Because Friday comes and we realize we ain't got to get up and get in a rat race the next day. Man, let's eliminate the rat race altogether. Man, listen, if you can cook, be a personal chef. If you like to cook, you're already a personal chef. You're your own personal chef. Why not make money? You ain't paying yourself nothing for it. If you're a personal chef, hey man, do your thing. People pay for quality food because most people can't cook. Sell your recipes. Most people, listen, if you're a personal chef and somebody says, hey man, I got a lot of people coming over to the house, a lot of we just entered into a new joint venture, or we just did this right here, or or we're having a gender reveal, and we want, we want these. This is what people like. We got a bunch of Hispanic people coming over. We got some Mediterranean people coming, man. And we need this prepared. You go over there, you prepare, you give people a link to buy the recipe from off your website. All these things can be done, bro. And I'm telling you, anybody who says this sounds like a lot of work to get that set up, man, you're working 8 hours a day now. Hell, you mean it sounds like a lot of work? Don't sound like a lot of work. Of course, you got to work to put it together, but shit, look what you're doing now. And you can't even control the income off that. Technically speaking, you could get a demotion at work and make less money before you can make more money. I'm telling you, brothers, this is what it is, man. Jay File is in the building. What up? The homie Kevin Lambert is in the building, man. Look at here. Now here by popular demand, say, man, he going to school for cooking now. I'm telling you, brother, go to school for cooking, but don't come out looking for a job. Have a plan, man, to go ahead and make connections, mingle. Why these cats going out chasing women on weekends all the time, and every time they get a chance to go out, man, let's go out and make some connections for our business. Let's go somewhere where people cooking at. Let's go to a fine restaurant. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to go to a fine restaurant, take some chick there just because you're hoping to score, go to a fine restaurant by yourself. Go talk to the chef. See, if you ain't there by yourself, you ain't got to spend time trying to entertain this woman and keep her occupied. You know what I'm saying? And focus on, and then another thing, you ain't got to spend time, with her trying to entertain you. Now you're preoccupied. Perfect opportunity for you to go in the place, man, and talk to the chef. You know what I'm saying? Talk to the staff. See what happens. Watch how people interact. Watch how people feel about certain foods. Look at presentation. So when you go somewhere where you get that first opportunity, man, to put your best foot forward, you put your best foot forward. This is about taking what we know and becoming bosses, as opposed to taking what we know, going to get a boss. And the difference between being a boss and having a boss is strictly about the proportion of the revenue that your skills earn. If your skill earns $10,000 a day, you should be getting 5,000 of that at least. But we go places where our skills make $10,000 a day and we make $1,000 a week. So out of that $50,000 that our skill is making, we're only getting 1,000 of it. And we think we're doing okay because everybody else we know is only making 600 a week. But don't compare yourself to the people who ain't making nothing. Compare yourself to the people that's making all the money. And that's when you start to wrap your mind around the concept that you're living in a modern slave state. The only difference between us and between the modern slave and the slave time slave is that they didn't have no room and board, so they didn't make no money. Right now, you get enough money to cover your room and board to make sure you got somewhere to stay, because Massa ain't providing for you no more. So now you got your place to stay. You got to pay for your own food. You got to have a way of going now, because Massa ain't driving you around in that wagon, and he ain't walking you up and down the street with that overseer behind you either. You got to control your own way of getting back and forth to the plantation, but you're still going to the plantation, and you're still only getting enough money in most cases to take care of room and board. So the difference is you got the stress of paying your own bills, when the slave didn't have that stress. All they had to do was go to work and everything else was provided for. The quality wasn't the quality of Massa, but hell, most of us don't live the quality of Massa. So, when you start thinking about the way things is, man, current times are simply an advancement of previous times. That's all it is. Current times are just an advancement of previous times. And we got to keep that in mind, man. The 805 Miss Watch. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. Looking forward to keep it posted on that, bro. He was posted on that. Chris Ridley, what up, Rids? Yeah, no doubt, MAK. You can. So that's another one, man. So I got a couple more for under $1,000. This is another one too, man. I know somebody in here like to shop. Oh, man, somebody like this. You may not want to go shopping with no woman and hang out with her, but somebody in here like to shop, man. Be a personal shopper. If you like to shop, man, let me tell you something, man. People will break bread with you to be a personal shopper. They will, I ain't even talking about $20, $30, $40 an hour, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about personal shopper on some, every time you go out and take a trip, man, they drop you $250 to $500, man. I'm talking about people who like to do things, people who like to buy things, people who buy things a lot, people who like to shop but don't have the time. I'm telling you, bro, there are people who will pay you to shop online for them. Can you imagine that, man? You sitting at the crib on your computer, man, somebody paying you, man, to be browsing and shopping? You already browse and shop for yourself. Even if you just looking for a pair of glasses, certain pair of glasses, even if you're looking for a certain hat, or if you're looking for some new wheels for your car. Let's say you're looking for a new belt. You're looking for a new coffee maker. You want a Keurig coffee maker. These are things we do all the time, man. We do these things all the time. So you have to understand, Lord SPI, what up, brother? I appreciate it, homie. I appreciate it. So this is what we have to understand, man. You have to understand, man, that we are in a state where we think what we know best is less significant at earning us income and creating the lifestyle we want than what we do for somebody else. We believe that the business structure of someone else creates stability for us. No, it creates stability for them. Your life ain't no more stable working for Walmart, which is been a Fortune 500 company, worth billions for decades now. That provides no stability for you. Your stability is the same with them as it is working with the Abu Dhabi gas station down the street. There is no stability in working for someone else. There ain't no stability. Listen, I was telling chick the other day, man, that she should please go ahead and jump into business for herself, man, and stop wasting time, man. She left a job, went to another job to make more money, and then went to another job to make even more money, and ended up back at the first job that make less money than all of them. And it don't matter what she ain't had no guidance. You know what I'm saying? She was a woman making her own decision without any guidance, without the proper tutelage and guidance of an alpha male in her life. And these are the type of things that happen to women when they don't have the proper tutelage and guidance of an alpha male. They may have some times where their hard work pays off and they're growing, but trust me, they're all going to get to a point where they need the tutelage and guidance of an alpha male. And if they don't have it, they're going to make a decision that ends everything. It's going to take everything all the way back to zero. That's what happens with them. They need guidance and leadership. And so do we. But we have to guide ourselves. We have to lead ourselves. We have to understand that the best opportunity you have at being an alpha male, man, is to control your own life. And you can't control your life if somebody's demanding of you, requiring of you, commanding you to be what they want you to be for 8 hours a damn day. Come on, man. There just ain't no way to control your life, man. Certain things you got to wear. Certain way you got to talk. Certain way you got to wait. Man, you know what? I know a cat, man, who and this is my homie too, man. Man, he got hired at a job, man. He had been, he got a little education, man, and he went, man, and he finally got hired at, man, at what he called his dream job, man. Man, that cat had been growing his locks, man. I'm talking about he had been growing his locks since high school, homie. The homie had locks, man. Listen, homie, he could wrap his locks in his belt loop. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about just they reached there. I'm talking about he could take a lock, tie it around and loop it and tie it in a knot around his belt loop. Man, you know them folk had him cut his locks off, man? And you know what he did? He cut them. He cut them, homie. And this was a while back, man, but I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I didn't know it was, but it changed my entire outlook on it, man. The level of respect that I had for him, man, it was gone. It was gone, bro. Because I was like, man, you have just been told. Listen, what it made me think of? It made me think of Toby on the movie Roots, getting cracked with that whip. What's your name, boy? Kunta Kinte. 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 What's your name, boy? Toby. My name, Toby. That's what it made me think of, man. He got the Kunta Kinte treatment, homie. And I'm telling you, bro, I cannot have that for myself, bro. At no point. I ain't with it, man. I ain't with that, man. I can't handle it. I'm not going to go for it. I'm not going to try to go for it. I keep telling you, homies, If I got to downsize everything, if I hit that patch, man, where I jump off into a business, man, and it's kind of slow to start, or it takes a while to make it come in full circle, where the circle touches itself again, and then the abundance start pouring out. Not every business you start, man, is going to become abundant immediately. Most of them aren't. But hell, if you've been working a job 10 years, it still ain't abundant. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this. With 10 years of doing, let's look at it from this perspective, bro. With 10 years of doing the same thing, with 10 years of doing the same thing over and over, every day, how in the hell can your lifestyle not be improved tenfold if you're doing the same thing to make money every single day, 5 days a week, 40 hours a week? You're doing that. 160 hours a month. You are doing the exact same thing every day to make money. 8 hours, you're making enough money to cover for 8 hours. You're obviously satisfied with what you're making for 8 hours. 8 hours, you're making that money. And you tell me that in 10 years, the quality of your life ain't hit a status that you ain't never seen before. You just wasted 10 years of your life, man. I tell you one thing, I bet when you look at the owner of that company, I bet him and his family's life have changed tremendously in that 10 years. I can guarantee it. Bet they have. See, this is what you have to understand. You could be on one end where the business is growing and growing and growing and growing off your work, but you keep making the same money. But you're satisfied with that money, or so you think. Or you could be on the other end where the business is growing and growing and growing and growing, and every quarter as the business grows, your life grows with it. You see the results of the growth of the business. I don't want to work for money. I want to work for the growth of a business. I want to grow a business. I want to grow a business and reap the benefits of that business growing. It don't matter what business it is. So another one, man, now I'm going to be honest with you. This is one I know nobody in here has ever thought of as possible business. I know. I'm telling you, bro. Valet parking service. When you go to parties and when you go to these places, man, these events, you think that place has valet parking. No. You go to some of these major hotels, yeah. But like functions at events and conferences and all that, man, they ain't got no valet parking. There's a valet parking service that leases themselves out to that event planner or to that location. And man, let me tell you something. As a valet parker, bro, you can make $70 an hour. That's the median income of valet parking service. You can make $70 an hour. And we ain't even thinking about the tips. People who pay for valet, they ballers, or they try to be ballers, and they always tip. So we're not even talking about with tips. Do you know one night of valet parking, man? Let's say an event goes on for 6 hours. Let's say you just make $70 an hour. That's $420 right there. Now let's say you get another $600 in tips, because people who do valet parking, they like to tip. 9 times out of 10, it's some cat that's a baller. He got some chicks with him, and he trying to play baller. He gonna shoot you one bill. It's either gonna be a 20, a 50, or 100. That's how they do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's how I used to do. That's how they do, man. They're gonna shoot you one bill. Cause let me tell you something. A cat that's balling, he ain't got no ones in his pocket. He ain't got no fives in his pocket. Only reason he got 20s in his pocket is because he just broke some down inside. Cats who ball, when they got cash money, man, they got stacks. It's hundreds and 50s. That's it. Nothing else. I'm telling you what I know. It's hundreds, unless they faking, they got 200s on the outside and the rest of them like 20s and 5s on the inside of that and got a rubber band around it. But I'm talking about for real talk, that's one night, man. You can go out there and make $1,000 or more in that one night of valet parking. Now, let's say you got an event. Peep game on this, bro. You got an event on Friday, Saturday, and then on Sunday, you at the golf course, doing valet at the golf course, where all the golfers got to do is pull up in front and or just walk into the club, go ahead and do their thing, and you out there all day, parking car. On that day, you out there for 10 hours. It's summertime. They out there early at 6. They want to get out there before the sun. Some of them cats, them older cats, they want to be out there early because they want to be out of the sun by the time it get 11 o'clock and it's burning up. So before you know it, man, you got a 10-hour day right there. You know what I'm saying? You just made $700 in a 10-hour day. And golfers, again, if you're a member of the country club, homie, you tip. So you go make at least another grand. So in 3 days right there, homie, 3 days, you'd have made $3 grand in 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if you don't do nothing else that week, that's your 3 grand for the week. That's 6 grand every 2 weeks. Guess what that is? In a month, homie. Let's talk about it. That's 12 grand a month. We was just talking about we cool with 7. I'm telling you, bro, it's some money out here to be made, man. It's some money out here to be made, man. And the thing is, man, my thing is this. Don't let your debt control you. I see what you just said, MAK. Don't let your debt control you, nigga. Your debt gonna be there. You're gonna have debt. Everybody gonna have some debt. If you sign a lease to rent, let's say you sign a lease to rent an apartment, or you sign a lease to rent a commercial space, you're in debt. You owe for the whole rest of that lease. Whatever you pay a month, you owe that time 12. So you're already in debt. You're paying every month because those are the terms of the lease, but you already owe all the money. Break the lease and see that you got to pay whatever it is you pay a month, time however many months you got left. You're gonna have debt no matter what, but don't let your debt put you in such a bad headspace that you don't want to say, okay, damn my debt for this month right here, because I need to put this back and this back and this back for 3 months so I can go ahead and start my business. Or you know what, some ain't gonna get paid. Or you know what, I'm gonna get this up right here, man. I'm gonna go chill at home with my people for a minute, man, so I can take this and invest in my thing. Because I'm telling you, man, the glow up is a whole lot better, a whole lot smoother, man, when you're doing your own thing. You look back on those times, man, you had to downsize, man. Don't care about that. Who cares? You could downsize by choice, or you could downsize by force. Look at the man that's going through a divorce, man, losing everything. He downsized by force. He still got to do the same thing you got to do. Figure out a way to bounce back. But if you downsize by choice, your plan is already in motion to bounce back. That's why you downsized in the first place. So, man, you do what you got to do, man, to be able to create the revenue that you need to be able to put yourself in a position where you're in control of your finances, man. That's what we need to do, man. That's what we have to do. Real talk. So let's get into this next one, man. But that valet parking, man, that's a good one. I hadn't even thought of that one. Honestly, man, I had never thought of that until I did this research, bro. I hadn't thought of that one. So that's a good one. So if you know how to fix things, man, if you know how to repair things, man, if people calling you over their crib, if your mama calling you when something break down at the house, you know what I'm saying? Your daddy can't even fix it. Well, if you can fix it, your daddy probably can too. But if your grandma calling you, baby, this washing machine is messed up again in here. This thing, you go over there and fix it. Or baby, this stair in the back broke back here. You know, grandma can't make it down them stairs with that stair broke. You go back there, you fix the stair. Man, hire yourself out as a handyman / residential repairman. If you already fixing people for stuff for free, if that's what you like to do, then man, hire yourself out, man. Some always breaking at somebody's crib, man. And I'm gonna tell you something else. If you know how to hook up cable, if you know how to hook up internet, if you know how to do any of that stuff, if you're good at any of those things, man, there are people who pay good money for these things and they don't like to deal with the major companies because it always takes forever to come. It always takes them forever when they get out there, and they have no concern about people think. I got some clients right now, man. They are elderly couple, man, super paid, and something had, you know, they where they live so far back in the woods that it's hard for them to get the internet service. So the internet service had to be all the way up at the top, and then you drive down a long hill to get to their crib. Their driveway is a long downward drive, so their cable has to be, their internet has to be set up on the top of their where their cable has to be set up at the top of their driveway. Man, the cats went out there, man, and man, completely and just chopped away an entire azalea bush, man. A big azalea bush. It was almost an azalea tree. And this woman loves her yard. They chopped it away, man, didn't say nothing to her about it. You know what I'm saying? People want service done, but they want service done from people who view them as people. So, man, you know how to fix something, somebody gonna hire you. Because people don't, especially people with money don't like stuff broken at their crib. They got money, they bought the house because they like stuff to work there. So listen, I got another client. Had a bad stare in the back of his, had a bad step in the back of his eye. Man, messed around, man, fell down it. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, he had already been training with me for about 8 months, so he was able to catch himself. He skinned his hand up, but it didn't go as bad as it could have gone if he hadn't been, you know, using this resistance training to reserve that bone structure and that bone strength. But he went down, man, skinned his hand up, skinned his knee up, man, but his face didn't hit the ground. His chest didn't hit the ground. He fell, and he was able to hold himself up like he was doing push-ups. But that, man, he don't know how to fix that, man. He's 70-something years old, man. He don't know how to fix that. He had somebody to come out and fix it. They never showed. You know, going back and forth with them, bam. If I had known how to do that, that was another opportunity for him to pay. And you know what? He was going to pay whatever it took to get that fixed because it was a nuisance to his life. So these are things, man, if you can do these things, man, Man, figure out how to navigate them. Sell yours. Think about this. Think about this. All right, let's take Sharif for a minute. All right, Sharif say he worked for Comcast. Think about this, Sharif. The people know Comcast as the company, but when you come out to their house, they know Sharif. They don't know the president of Comcast. They don't know the owner of Comcast. They know Sharif. They know the man who shows up at their door, knocks on the door, introduces himself as Sharif, the Comcast service man, this some Comcast repairman, this Comcast tech that's here to make things better for you. It's about what they try to convince us of, man. And this is the main thing. They try to convince us or make us forget about the fact that people want personal relationships with people that do services for them. They want personal relationships. Personal relationships. And listen, I got another couple, man, another elderly couple. As you can see, man, elderly clients are my forte. That's who I train. That's who I vibe with. That's who, I believe in going to the basis of training, which is health and wellness. Old people want to maintain their health and wellness. Younger people don't care about health and wellness. They care about the aesthetics. I care about health and wellness. I want my clients to care about health and wellness because they care about aesthetics. They need to go somewhere else. I'm not going to be the trainer for you, man. If you want to be a bodybuilder, that's somewhere else. That's the homie Chris Jones for that. If you want to have go holler at the homie Steph Clinkscales if that's what you want. That ain't what I'm about, man. So, of course, I believe that a better physique comes with that, but I believe in predicating, I believe that everything is predicated on health and wellness first. But anyway, so she has a couple cleaning ladies that come. Man, been coming to a man for 10 years. Man, they come in, she pays them well. Of course, they do whatever she needs done in there. That woman don't clean up, man. She too busy working in her yard. But sometimes, man, I go over there, man, they be sitting out in the back, man. Like I'm talking about like old families, just sitting out in the back, man. Old dude got the grill going, man. They sitting back there chilling, man. Hell, I go back there and sit down for a minute. And, I get there a little bit early. Then whoever I'm there to train, we go have our session. People want personal relationships. They want to know you, man. They don't want to feel like they're dealing with a damn robot. When they call and try to get the service to get somebody to come out there, they already got to deal with a robot or somebody who can't hardly talk, and they got to try to figure out what they're saying, man. So just like you were saying that, Undead, you do it for your boss, but the doctors and owners pay you to do service at their house on my own time. Think about if all your time was your own time, how much more money could you make? So let's get into the next one, man. Now, this is one that nobody in here probably thought of as well. Buying and selling domain names. See what I'm saying? See, everybody who starts a business wants a domain name. If you own the domain name, they have to pay you what you want for the domain name. So let's think about something like cupcakes, cupcakes.com, cupcakes.net, cupcakes.org, cupcakes.gov. If you own those, somebody's going to try to buy those, homies. It's too many women selling cupcakes. You know what I'm saying? Big hats, bighat.com, bighats.gov, bighats. Man, listen to what I'm telling you. Somebody's going to try to get that because they're selling hats, man. This is what happens. So unless somebody's coming with something very original, everybody wants to try the first thing first. Everybody wants to try cupcake.com because if you can get cupcakes.com, you're going to be at the top of everybody's search engine. When they search cupcakes, cupcake.com going to come out up top, man. And this is what it is. So if you buy and selling domain names, man, I am telling you, you can make and domain names, man, are not very expensive. You know what I'm saying? You take $250, man, you can buy 20 domain names. You know what I'm saying? You own 20 domain names. You got them. They're yours. If somebody want them, they got to come through you to get them. Now, the thing is, you got to do some research. You got to use some Google keywords and things like that to see what are some of the most searched terms. And then you just you try to find domain names based on those if you're into that type of thing. But it's another way to create some revenue. And if you notice, think about all of these things. Not once, besides maybe a uniform and name tag or whatever, not once have we even talked about a major investment. Not even yet. Not yet. The domain names are the first one. But if you're talking about $1,000 investment, hey, man, you got room to play and buy a bunch of domain names. You got them. So let's get into the next one, man. This is a big one too, man. This is one that none of us think of. Think about the place you live. Think about if that place is your hometown. Think about everything you know about that place. That's why I say if you live in a place, know every area of it. You know what I'm saying? Know the hood. Know the business district. Know the entertainment sector. Know all of it. Know the sites to see. Know the places to be. Know the museums. Know all of that, because you know what you can do? You can hire yourself out as a tour guide service. If you know the area, people want to know the area, and so they go to places they want a tour guide. When I go places, man, I ain't never been, I want a tour guide. Most times I try to be the met a little chick so I can go through and have a tour guide when I get there. You know, that's always great. But either way it goes, I want a tour guide. Sell yourself as a tour guide, man. Especially if you live in New York, you know, California, one of those places that people really want to be, Miami, you know, Houston, Cali, Seattle, Chicago. You live in these places, man, where people come to visit because there are things there to do and things there to see. Man, hire yourself as a tour guide service. I guarantee you won't even have much competition. I promise you won't have much competition, because most people just go to they go through a municipal source, is what I'm saying. They go somewhere that's got a bunch of pamphlets and they just try to figure it out on their own. Hey, man, if you can guide people through your city, bro, you make a killing. You make a killing, man. You can make, especially if, man, and especially if you live in one of those historic areas. If you live in a historic area, man, let me tell you something, bro. You can, when people come in, you can get to the point, man, where you got a dog, where you got a when you got a group of people coming in, man, go somewhere and rent a van. You know what I'm saying? Or go somewhere and rent one of them, not necessarily a bus, but like that vehicle that's the next level up between a big van and a bus. Man, rent that right there. Take these people on a guided tour around the city. That's money, homie. And all you gotta do is drive around and point things out to people. Or have your girl or have a chick come through, and while you're driving around, she pointing everything out to people, telling them about it. Before you know it, man, you're making a killing, homie. There's several ways to make. When you see somebody doing something that they're paying somebody to do, consider that an option for yourself. That's what I do. What I do, homie. So now let's get into a couple things you can do for under $2,000. If you got a little bit more money, you want to play around with, you want to go a little bit over $1,000, but not quite past $2,000. Mobile auto detailing. Man, let me tell you something. I got a homie who does this now. And man, he'll pull up to an office complex, man, and be there all day. Every time he pull up, whenever he don't even go out every day, but every time he goes somewhere, man, he pull up to an office complex, man, he got about 10 or 15 people, man, they want their cars done that day. He pull up, they all pay him when he pull up. So he ain't even, listen, all he got to do is go back, get him their keys, man, you know what I'm saying, and come out, man. If they can come out, man, he'll take a picture with them by their car, man. He'll use that for advertising. He take a phone picture of them by their car, use that for advertising. He'll get his assistant or whoever got out there with him to take a picture of him and the customer by their car. Bam. That's how he advertises it. You show a customer happy with their car, and then you show a customer happy with you by their car. It's going to keep moving. It's going to keep moving. Now you got to buy one of them big tanks. You know what I'm saying? Most of us got trucks. If you ain't got a truck, maybe this one ain't for you, because then when you get talking about buying a truck, you talking about getting into something else. All you got to do is be able to pull a trailer, man. That's it. So we're talking things that you can do, man, to, make some money, man. So another one, man, and this is one, I know some people who have these too. Now, before you shun this, after hours cleaning service, before you shun this, let me tell you something. I know a cat. All he had, man, was the police department. This city had just opened a huge police department, man. Like they really beefed up their police department. And so he went in this building, man. He went in this building 5 days a week. 5 days a week, every week, on the building he had. This is when he started. He was making $15,000 a month for work for that one building. Going in there, and he was spending on average in there 5 or 6 hours a night. So for 30 hours a week, he was making $15,000 a month. And you know what? The check was coming from the city. So it wasn't even like he had to deal with no person. The check was coming from the city. And the person who was writing the checks, it wasn't their money. It was just city money. It was coming from a municipal account. And 15 racks a month, homie. You did? So shun it if you want to. Act like you too good to clean something up, man. I'm saying? Act like you too clean. Just act like you too good for it, homie. And I'm telling you. You're going to be looking crazy, man. You're going to be in the outfit. You're going to be looking crazy. Man, there's money out here, homie, and it ain't hard work, bro. And I look at it like this. See, we live in society. Don't listen to no shaming language. Man, you clean up for a living. Nigga, you clean up at home for free. I hope you do. Every man cleans up. Every man sweeps. Every man runs a vacuum. Every man wipes things down. Every man clean a bathroom. You gonna let somebody shame you in the looking at something that you already do at home for free? They don't shame you when you do it at home. They don't say, man, you must be gay. You clean up your bathroom at home. They don't tell you that. That's why we alpha, man. We don't let people dictate us what we feel about ourselves, no matter what we do. We don't do that, man. Man, listen, let me tell you something, bro. If you lock into a city, state, or even just a franchise, man, you can make a killing in a cleaning service, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Listen, need to hire staff and everything, bro. I'm telling you. So, let's get into, man, what was that? Okay, all right. That was lawn maintenance. Personal trainer, homie. This one, I can tell you from experience. Personal trainer. Let me tell you the crazy thing about being a personal trainer. If you fit, everybody think you know how to get them fit. So if you fit, if you're in great shape, I'm talking about great shape, phenomenal shape. Man, listen, you could go out and just get a t-shirt made with trainer on the back of it. And I guarantee you can pick up some clients just from that. Put trainer on the back of a shirt. Or put fitness on the back of a shirt. Put Ralph Hayes Fitness on the back of a shirt. And I promise you, walk around with that shirt on, or get you some shirts. Walk around with those shirts on every day for a week. Don't even advertise no personal training. Just have a card. I guarantee you by the end of the week, you're going to have 5 clients. I guarantee you're going to have 5 clients by the end of the week. Now, you got to know how to get people fit. And if you could do that, those 5 clients are going to turn into 10 real easy, homie. I'm telling you, bro, you can do. And let me tell you the great thing. People say, well, you gotta be certified. No, the hell you don't. The nigga who cut grass ain't a certified horticulturist, is he? See what I'm saying? You gotta be that if you're gonna work in a gym. If you're gonna work in a gym, yeah. As long as you don't advertise yourself as a certified personal trainer, you can be a personal trainer without being a satisfied person. You can be a fitness professional. You can be a fitness coach. Call yourself a fitness coach. Call yourself a personal trainer. Call yourself a fitness trainer. Call yourself a fitness guy. Call yourself a health coach. Whatever you want to call yourself. But if you want to go into a business setting, work at a gym, then you probably need to be certified, because that's probably going to be one of their stipulations, or not. I know cats that are certified that train at gyms and get phenomenal results, man. People love them. You know, the word is spread, word of mouth is spread, man. People love them. They keep a thick client base. So that's another thing you could do, man. The crazy thing is, man, and then the thing is, man, listen, you could do this at your crib. You ain't got to have a gym. You can train people outside, depending on where you live, what time of year it is. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you can have enough space in your crib, man. You don't need much. People talking about, man, you don't need no tree. You don't need no big heavy equipment. You don't need no treadmill. You don't need no elliptical. You don't need none of that, man. That ain't even what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? What you need to do is know how to make muscle work enough to burn fat. That's all you need to do, man. Most people don't want to be bodybuilders. Most people don't want to be fat no more. You know what I'm saying? The majority of people want to see parts of their body that they ain't seen in years. So wherever you are, the majority of your clients in this country, the majority of your personal training clients are going to be overweight. That's it. If you know how to get people lean, if you know how to change the shape of people's body, that's going to be it. You're going to be done. So another thing, now this is a good one, and I hadn't really thought about this one. A moving service. Now you may say, well, a truck gonna cost, you rent the truck. You know what I'm saying? When you rent the truck, when you got some people, when you sell yourself as a moving service, all you need to know is how much stuff they got to move and how big a truck you're gonna need. You go rent a truck. When you see those rider trucks passing by you and you see those U-Haul trucks passing by you, you may think that it's somebody moving themselves. But I know for a fact, a lot of the times that's dudes moving other people. Like they're a company. They rent these trucks to move people. And that's what you can do. Budget rental trucks. You see a truck moving, man, people, they're moving. You could be, look, 2 men in a truck ain't really got to be the only company, man, that's moving people in big trucks. You can rent a truck big enough to move people. And as an add-on, add a packing service where you pack, you know, where you pack the stuff for them and move it. You know what I'm saying? You get to charge extra. You get the markup on the boxes. You get the markup on the tape. You get the markup on everything. And then they got their own stuff. You still get to charge for the service. Man, let me tell you something. People don't care how long you take. If it take you 48 hours to move their stuff, man, it doesn't matter. If it take you 48 hours plus the time it takes to pack it up, they don't care. They just don't want to move it. I right now know people who never move themselves. They don't move. Listen, when they move their sons out and their daughters out, they hire service. They don't even pack nothing. You know what I'm saying? They just go on. Listen, they go live somewhere else. They go live at one of their other houses or a beach house, or they go on a mini vacation on the coast and they leave the people there, man. You know, of course they got a family member there governing it, but man, they come back, man, everything packed up, move to the new house, man. It's a service. Let me tell you two things that people always do. They always go to the gym, they always go to the doctor, and they always move. Those are some things that people are always gonna do right there, man. So, and then you can also, if you like music, man, if you play music, man, if you got a huge collection of music, you'll be a mobile DJ. Mobile DJ service, man, is top notch. Somebody's always getting married. Somebody's always having a bachelorette party. Somebody's always having a bachelor party. Somebody's always having some type of get together or some type of baby shower, or somebody's always having a kids party. Somebody's always having a graduation party. Somebody's always having some type of party. And what I am telling you is, if you're a mobile DJ, if you got a collection of music, all you need is a laptop. Man, ain't nobody really spending no turntable no more. Unless you that type of DJ and you got the turntables, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Why not? Jump into it, man. Hire yourself out as a mobile DJ. All you got to do is know the song that make people move. You know what I'm saying? Even if you go to the club all the time, if you go to the club all the time and you notice the songs that make people move, you notice the type of rhythms people like to groove to, man, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? You can do it, homie. So, you know, and I say this, man, I say this. When there are loopholes, and every law that's been created has a loophole. So you could create your own personal income without having to start a business in most places. You can just create you can be a service provider. I think there's a difference between a business owner and a service provider. You really have to look into it in your area. I'm in the deep south. Things are a little bit more primitive in the deep south. So, you know, whatever happens in your area is where you have to do, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, man. Like, I agree with you. I agree with you, Mac. Man, people are downsizing, man. You know what I'm saying, man? People are downsizing. And let me tell you something, bro. A lot of these places, when I order things, a lot of time, man, they don't even get delivered by UPS or FedEx or DHL. Even the USPS, they don't get delivered by none of those, man. It'd be somebody in just a van that ain't got no writing on it, man. They pull up, man, with my package and deliver. You know what I'm saying? Because they do delivery service. That's another one, delivery service. Listen, I hardly ever get anything that pulled up, man, to come off UPS. Well, it depends. I guess it depends. Yeah, I can't say that. Sometimes, like almost everything that came for the pain and sip, man, came UPS. Almost everything. So let's so I want to those are the things, man, you can do for under 2,000. Now I'm gonna give you a few, man, that you can do for under 500. These are just basic things, but people make a killing off of it. People make a killing off of it. I mean, people downsize, man, because they don't want the expense anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about this. Only young people think they should keep sizing up, spending more money just to live. That's a young, dumb mindset to keep sizing up. Only somebody young and dumb want a 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom house. Only somebody young and dumb wants that because the expense never carries out. It never pays off. You know what I'm saying? When you get wise about income, you want the space that you need to live comfortably in. Whatever that space is, you stop right there. You don't need any more because every square foot is going to cost you money. You know what I'm saying? Like, down, look, where I am now, man, everything around here, man, costs $100 a square foot. Everything costs $100 a square foot. You get some 1,600 square feet, you're going to pay $1,600. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Commercial, that's just how it is, man. You know, but you have to understand this. That's relatively cheap, man, when you compare to other places. So when you go to California and they say the price of living is higher, it's because the real estate is worth more. So they can charge you, you know, rather than charge you $100 a square foot, they charge you $200 a square foot. So 1,600 feet costs you $3,200 in California. So what we're talking about is, we're not talking about, we're talking about whether you rent it or whether you buy it. If you buy it, the price of that home is going to be based on the square footage. They're going to charge X amount of dollars per square foot. on that home. That's just how it's going to be, man. You know what I'm saying? And when you get into sales and you get into all, so when you realize, man, that the majority of what you pay when you buy a home is in fees and all of that, because the actual value of the home is, man, you so many homes are falsely appraised, man. They give you a false appraisal, you know what I'm saying? So you can be charged more. And they understand that you believe in the appraisal process. So whatever your home is appraised for, you're gonna believe it because you believe that the system can be trusted. Go back and study the subprime uh mortgage boom. Just go back and study that and study it. Get all the information you can and see how all of that started from the way the houses were built, where they were appraised, how the property was appraised. All of that played a role into how that blew up and then tanked and damn near destroyed the damn near destroyed the real estate industry. So yeah, ATM machine is a good one too, man. People always use that boy. Let's see here, man. I think you just need so many of them. All right, let's get into 500. You could be an eBay or Amazon reseller for under $500. Now, what that is you look around your career, man, all the things you got that, you know how you go to somebody's career, man, in the country, man, and you see this 1957 Chevrolet truck, man, that's all rusted out and it's just sitting out in the yard, but they won't let it go because they're holding on to sentimental value. But you're looking at it saying, it ain't nothing but a rust bucket now, man. You can't even sandblast all that rust out of it, but they're holding on to it. Let's not be that person. You start this, man, by just reselling things that you already have. Man, I'm talking about crazy things like an unopened jar of golf balls. It ain't worth nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? You don't even play golf no more, man. You ain't, your club's still sitting in there. That's another thing. Use golf clubs. Anything you got that has value to you but you don't use, man, become a reseller. I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy how much money people will pay for things. It's crazy. Man, people are impulse shoppers. What online shopping has done has made anybody who's an impulse shopper made their urges to impulsively shop go up by 10. Impulse shoppers don't do nothing but shop now, and they will pay something for a little bit of nothing. So, like, if you're into that, if you're already online, always searching for things to buy, man, and always price comparing and all that, man, if you're already doing that, man, hey, man, turn it into some revenue. I know people who do that a lot, man. They spend a lot of time on Amazon, eBay, man. I got a partner in Houston, man, that actually him and his old lady, man, they actually have a eBay that did they sell on eBay? I think he sell on eBay and Amazon. Now he started off just on eBay. Man, he sell all type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm talking about all type of things, man. And really and has a sustainable business with it, man. So that's something you could do, man. Or and then once you run out of your own items, man, you start hitting the local discount stores in your area, man, and go bang through some yard sales. Let me tell you something, man. In yard sales, people actually have stuff that has value in them. People don't try to sell raggedy throwaway stuff in yard sales, man. You know what I'm saying? People sell things that still have value, man. I've seen crazy things at yard sales, man. You know what I'm saying? I've seen, man, keyboards, pianos. I've seen um, crazy top-notch cappuccino makers, man. I've seen all type of things, man. When people get ready to downsize, and we just spoke about people are downsizing, people sell everything they can, man, because when you downsize, you can't take everything to a smaller space. Another thing you could be, man, is a virtual assistant. Now, what's that? If you're already, if you're already working in an office setting and you're doing things like research and transcribing and all of those things, man, there are people who pay for that. Major companies. How do you think a company knows that a man will be easily that you can maintain a man interest in an ad by putting this in it, and then maintain a woman interest in the ad by putting this in it? So they know to put both of those things in there to keep everybody occupied. It's research, and they pay people to do it. They pay people to research the things that they want research. So hey, we want this research. Bam. We need 5 hours of research, or we need, this or that. And man, you see that the career, man, you do that for major companies. I'm talking about major companies, want Walmart. Everything they figured out about the market, man, is done through market research. And these companies pay well for that, but they don't want to hire anybody inside to do it. You did. Somebody who's inside has to be paid, they have to be, it's different having an employee than hiring a independent contractor. When you got an employee, you got to worry about benefits. You got to worry about, having liability insurance on them. You got to pay, not liability, but workers' comp insurance, man. You got to pay that. You got to have these things paid up. Taking on an employee, man, takes on a lot, man. You got to take, you take up, it takes a lot. Whether when you can just say, hey, you do this service, okay, I'll hire you. Let me know when you're done. Bam, one transaction. Yeah, William Thompson says, man, he's currently a reseller on eBay. The profits are unreal. I'm telling you, man, it's there are ways that people are making money. Man. Listen, there are people getting rich from things that we're being customers of. I'm telling you, there are people getting rich from things. Everybody's rich. You don't know them. You only know somebody that's rich if they famous too. So you can be and transcribing, man. A lot of people want audio content transcribed into written content. They want it, man. I'm telling you. They want audio content straight. They want to be speaking and have you typing it while they're speaking. It's crazy, man. How man, but you'll be surprised, man. A lot of the things you see, like in pamphlets and all that, are just printed versions of spoken words that people had transcribed. So let's get on into it, man. If you're into social media, man, I know most of us aren't in here, but if you are, you can be a social media account manager. You've heard of social media influencers. These are people with huge followings. They get a lot of interaction. They get a lot of, just a lot of different things. But you need to interact. You need to engage these fans. You need to engage these followers on a regular basis to make them feel a part of the team, a part of the family. You get to a certain point, you don't have time to do that. So what do? You hire other people to do it. You hire other people to make posts. You hire other people to respond to comments. Man, listen. There's people who got 3,000 comments or more on everything on every post, on every video upload, all of that. They're responding to each one of them. You think they're responding because they're taking the time to do it? No, they're paying somebody. They're paying a social media manager to respond to them. And they pay them well because influencers get paid, man. I personally know an influencer, man, who gets paid $5,000 each time they blast out somebody's comment to their subscribers, to their followers. They get 5 racks every time. They're not gonna do it if you don't pay them 5 racks. You know what I'm saying? And to be perfectly honest with you, they do about 10 of them a week. 10. They're making 50 G's a week, homie, just blasting out shit. Because they've sat and they built up that social media following. And you know what happens when they blast out those things? They get all those comments, and out of that $50,000, they might be paying somebody $2,500 just to maintain their social media accounts. When you think about it, you make it 50,000 a week. That turns into 200,000 a month. It ain't gonna hurt you to get somebody 10 racks a month. If they paying you 2,500 a week, it ain't gonna hurt them to pay somebody 10 racks a month. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't even counting the affiliate marketing or any of that. If they make it 200 a month from that, then they're probably making a full 400-500 racks a month. If you make it half a mil a month, man, you don't give a damn about paying somebody $10,000 to take away the stress of you keeping up with all that crap on social media. I'm telling you, brother, it's money out here being made, man. It's money out here being made, homie. So let's see, man. I got another one on here. Uh, online coaching. Anything you're certified in, or almost anything you're certified in or extremely knowledgeable about, man, you can coach people on that. Listen, I got one of my personal training clients is a yoga instructor online. Man, she got clients in Canada. She got clients in California. She got one client in Spain. These are people that she's doing online yoga instruction with just online. She wakes up at her crib, puts out a yoga mat, turns on video chat, and does yoga with these people, man. I know another chick who does Pilates like that. Clients all over the place. Just does online Pilates instruction, online Pilates coaching. A lot of online personal trainers, man, which is a little bit different because most personal trainers just prescribe workouts and do all those things and video chat with people, a couple of times a week. But I'm talking about, people who interact with people who have sessions, open live sessions with people, man. Guitar lessons, piano lessons, you name it, man. There's a whole bunch of things that people take online coaching from because most people live in areas where they can't get that type of instruction, or there's only one place that offers that instruction. So they're either overbooked or overpriced. So whatever it is you're good at, man, you can turn that into getting money. And the last thing in the under $500 thing is a blogger or vlogger. I'm telling you, bro, vlogging or blogging. Listen, you use affiliate links, ad placements, content marketing, banners. These are things like you can think about it like this. When when an ad pops up on YouTube, somebody's paying for that ad. But YouTube is a space where YouTube gets the money for the ad, and then they distribute portions of that ad money to the creators. Now let's think if you got a blog and you got 200,000 subscribers to your blog. Those same companies that are paying YouTube to place ads are paying you to place ads on your blog. They're paying you to place banners on your blog. Man, that turns into a grip. And then let's say you go down, let's say if I got some supplements and you go down, man, and you click a link down there, and there's is an affiliate link to a very well-known supplement maker. Bam, every time you click my link, I get kickback from that. Now just imagine if you got 1 million followers, that's a whole lot of clicks you might get on that particular product, especially if you actually use it and promote the product because you use it, it turns into a grip, homie. And if you don't think this works, look up Gary V. Gary V-E-E. I think his name Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary V started like this. He was a simple blogger. That's all he did. He just blogged. Turned into what he is right now, man. I'm telling you, bro. There's money out here to be made doing things. Think about how much time we spend online already, man. I believe this, man. If you spend more than 10 hours a week online, you should be making money online some kind of way. You should be making money online some kind of way. And I truly believe that. So that's it, homies, man. I just want to jump into this, man, and go ahead and give you guys some information, man, that I have been compiling, man, and all of that. So appreciate everybody coming through, man. Of course, we'll be back on for the regular show tonight. You do know that today is hump day. And we will be really going inside of the mind of the female on tonight's show. We'll be breaking down the aspects of her mind that causes her to behave the way she does. It's going to be an interesting show, man. Y'all be there, man. Be on at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. Be there. I'll be banned from the Alpha Sphere. Appreciate everybody coming through. And it's been real, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we was able to get in here, man, and talk about these things, man. Get into some things that we normally don't talk about, man. So I got a client to get to, man, at 1. So I appreciate everybody coming through, man. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing on up. Peace out, Kevin Lambert. Peace out all the homies in the stream, man. All the homies who came through and chopped it up in the chat. All the homies who were listening but couldn't come in because they were at work. I appreciate all the homies coming through, man. It's been real. While you're out there enjoying the rest of your day, man, also remember, avoid the haters, avoid the fakers, avoid the baiters. Jim Yin, I appreciate the super chat, brother. Jim Yin was in the building. Couldn't chop it up, probably at work like everybody else, but I appreciate the super chat, bro. Yeah, trading cards is a good one, man. KP Patton said he know a guy who buys PlayStation buttons and controllers from Alibaba and sell them on eBay. Yeah, that's a good one too, man. Not here by popular demand. Peace out, bro. Yeah, that's a damn good one right there. Because people gonna always need those controllers and consoles, man. Everybody gonna need those buttons and controllers, man. You know what I'm saying? People get mad and frustrated, tam up, they need another. Chris Ridley, peace, bro. And the thing is, man, if you could get into that, man, if you can if you go ahead and invest and buy your product instead of trying to drop ship it, you know what I'm saying? Drop ship it take a long delivery time, but I mean, you still get good product. And most people are patient. But the thing is, you got to be able to warehouse it, man. You know, if you got it, if you buy a lot of it, man, you got to be able to warehouse it. But you do get a business write-off, man, for warehousing. So just a few different things, man. No doubt, Riz, man. You know, man, we got to start chopping it up, man, about some real things, man, that affect our lives as men. You know, so we just have to do that, man. So it's been real, homies. It's been real, man. No doubt about it, man. It's been real. It's been chill, man. So while y'all there, homies, avoid the haters, avoid the fakers, avoid the baiters. And it's always out suck, baiters down. Homies. Peace.